Hi friends, Fernando here with Citizen Robotics. Now that we're towards the end of our Kickstarter campaign, I wanted to go back and share with you where we started this project. Originally, we were thinking about printing some small dog houses. We worked with Luai Curdy of Print4D to help us develop this parametric grasshopper script that allows us to quickly iterate on the size of this form dependent on the size of the dog. So this shape is based on a spiral in plan view, as you can see. But what we can do is quickly iterate and manipulate both the length of the doghouse, the width, and the height, dependent on the size of the dog. So what we did was we quickly generated 3 different sizes: a small, a medium, and a large being for a dog, say like a Great Dane. And from that, we said, well, what's the next size up? And from there, we said, well, it's probably like a kid's play structure. So you can imagine a few kids could go inside of this structure. And we continued on from there. We said, well, what's the next size up from that? And that's where we landed on thinking about printing and building a sauna. So these 3 iterations here, I quickly generated from the script, based on, again, parameters of, well, what's an optimal size for maybe 2 or 3 humans to inhabit. And after playing around with this for a bit, I realized that this shape is a little bit difficult to work with in terms of turning it into a habitable sauna for a couple of people. For a few reasons. One being that the walls angle in, and so to get the height clearance we want for humans to comfortably fit in here, we'd have to print this even taller than what you see here. But this helped us to kind of continue thinking about, well, what's the ideal sort of shape for a sauna? And I immediately flipped that shape upside down, still using the script, but thinking about it in terms of an upside down cone, which helped us to make some more considerations about what is the ideal shape for a sauna, where here now the walls aren't coming in on a human inhabitant, they're actually moving outward. And really, this form is allowing heat to sort of move up and disperse. And so we quickly iterated on a few sizes of a sauna based on this, but I also realized that I don't have a single plumb vertical surface using this exact shape. And so I started to manipulate the script and the form a little bit to give me at least one plumb surface, say for a door, right? That even installing a door becomes a little bit difficult. And so from there, I formalized some things. Here you can see I have 2 distinct spiral shapes, one at the top, one at the bottom. Again, based on the script, that now allows us to really sort of think about how do we print and build a 3D concrete sauna. And so this shape really kind of became the launching point for further iterations, where now we're thinking about, well, how do we fit a sauna stove? What is the actual ideal height of a bench in a sauna, which now, this shape becomes a little bit more problematic in that the higher the bench wants to be, the further out the conical shape needs to go. And so quickly this sauna became quite larger than we originally wanted it to be able to put it on a trailer. And so you can see here, I fit the sauna stove or modeled that in there and put a bench. This is large enough maybe for 3 to 6 people to sit in now. But it really, paved the way for us to consider other forms in terms of what is the ideal shape for a sauna. So stay tuned and follow along. Thanks.